Can you explain the state's two-year budget process and why this legislative session is scheduled for 60 days rather than last year's 105-day session?
Well, the state budget's on a 2-year cycle. That's what we call a biennium. So every 2 years, the state develops its budget. And last year, the state of Washington legislature met for 105 days and developed the budget. This year, we only meet for 60 days, and that's because the budget's already developed. And so in these off years, we basically just try to fine-tune the budget.
The governor called for increasing education funding this year after the Supreme Court ordered the legislature to provide more money to schools. How do you think the legislature will respond?
Well, education is the paramount duty in our state. That's what's stated in our Constitution, and the state Supreme Court has clarified that education is our paramount duty. We did fund education an additional $1 billion in the current budget, which we approved last session. So it will be interesting to see what more the state of Washington can do in this session. I know it's a priority for the governor, and it's frankly a priority for everyone because of our constitutional obligations. But we'll have to see how much additional revenue we have in the state of Washington and need to balance that out with some of the other priorities. If this is just a fine-tuning budget, I don't know how much additional revenue we can put in the current budget, but it might be something that we continue to look at in the next 2, 4, and 6 years as far as meeting that state Supreme Court decision.
A proposal was recently introduced to increase the minimum wage to $12 an hour by 2017. What do you think about this?
Well, I'm not really a big fan of the governor's interest in raising the minimum wage. You know, small businesses in our state and in my district operate under a really thin margin already. They can either employ fewer people and pay them a little more, or they can employ more people and pay them a little less. And I think that employing more people and having more people contributing to our economy is a good thing. In my district, there are a lot of service industries, a lot of restaurants, a lot of tourism-related businesses that need the staff, they need the employees, and we have a lot of young people needing the work. And so a lot of people don't always realize that the minimum wage is a starting point. We got to get people into the jobs, get them working, and then from there they can build their careers and build their wealth from that point forward. So I think raising the minimum wage might create some adverse consequences as far as employment. And Washington State already has one of the highest, if not the highest, minimum wages in the country. It's already indexed to inflation and other cost factors. So I just don't really see that as a good policy move for our state and my district.